Hi everyone, I hope guys you're doing fine and welcome back to another episode of my After Effects tutorial channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to create an interactive and dynamic lighting inside After Effects. This is a high quality motion graphic animation with lots of effects and techniques combined together. So if you guys wanted to know how to do it, be sure to stay with me from the beginning up to the end of this video and download the project file in the description below so you can follow along with me. Okay, so let's start. Before we will start, I will just want you guys to change the color depth here from 8 bits per channel to 32 bits per channel, because it is better to have a color accuracy, especially when we are using the glowing effect on our lightning. So I will go to composition, new composition, and I will name it main 1, 1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, and the duration is 5 seconds. The background is black and click OK. And then I will go to my assets, open the folder, footage and the video clips, and drop down this footage down on my timeline. And press S for the scale and rescale my image. And then go to effect and presets, and I will find color correction curves. Make it darker a bit. Close this one and pre-compose it. I will name it background or BG. Move all the attributes and click OK. And then I will go to layer. I will create a new solid and I will name it lightning 1. 1920 by 1080p, same, and click OK. And on this layer I will go to effects and preset, go to generate and advanced lightning. So now you can see that there is a lightning here. All I have to do is to grab the shape tool, create a mask just below where the ground is sitting, and then go to alpha obstacles. I want to cut it by using this effect. So now we have cut it, but the problem is when we move it, it will create a stretch like this. So to solve this problem, all we have to do is to open the expert setting, go to termination threshold and change this 100% to about 5%. Now the stretch is gone. I will just disable this one so we can see better. And also I will go to the glow effect, make this glow opacity to 0. I don't want to use the glow effect on the advanced lightning. I will create my own. I'll just close this back. I will go to core settings, open it up, and I will alt click to create an expression because I want to create a wiggle expression on it. So I will alt click the core radius and I will type wiggle 7,3. What does it mean? It means that 7 times a second by a factor of 3. So if we will play this one, you can see that there is a variation in the core radius. So I will go to conductivity 2 and click my keyboard alt, hold it, and make an expression. And I will type time times 2. So now I will recompose the lightning. Right click my mouse and pre-compose it. I will name it lightning 1 comp and move all the attributes and click OK. So we will create a contact point here on our lightning. So what we're gonna have to do is to duplicate this layer and solo this one and go to effects and preset, go to transition and linear wipe. I want the angle to be 180 degrees. Increase the blur radius, be like that, and the blur radius horizontally, increase it like that, close it. I will duplicate this lighting 1 comp again and then change the fast box blur here to about 23 and then change this vertical fast box blur to about 6.5. So you will see here that there is a little bit of blurriness. So when we toggle this one and make this add all of it, you can see that there's a contact point in here, but there's a little bit of a problem here. So all we have to do is to add a linear wipe. Go to effects and preset, transition, linear wipe, still 180, and change the transition completion to about 84. The feather is 49, like that, and then unsolo it. There is a soft linear wipe in there. We will create a glow on this lightning, so go to effects and preset, go to stylize and glow. I want the glow threshold to be 0, the glow radius to be 500, and then the glow intensity to be 0.1. I will duplicate the glow and I will change the glow radius to about 470, and the rest are the same. All I have to do is to duplicate it again for the third time, and I will change this glow radius to about 248, and then go to effects and preset, color correction, and I will add exposure. I will change the exposure here to about 3.2. I will highlight this image and drop it down to my timeline. I will move it up above to where the lightning begins and change the blending mode to add and unsolo these ones, and we will try to play it and let's see. Nice. If you want to change the opacity of this contact point, all you have to do is to highlight this one, press T and change the opacity to your preference. If you want to reduce it, you can reduce it. If you want to make it more, you can change it the opacity to be 100%. Okay, so we're good to go. This is what we are gonna be making next, so I will just quickly show it to you guys. So you can see here that the text, the glow, and the lighting are interacting with each other. How did I made this? So I will show it to you guys. I will go to composition, create a new composition, and I will type text. Click OK. And I will grab the text tool, type on my keyboard lightning. I'm using SF Rhandz robotic font, bold italic, and 100 pixels size. I will click here to align it. Next, I will again go back here, composition, create a new composition, and I will name it fractal. Go to layer, and I will create a new solid, and I will name it noise. And I will click OK. And after that, I will go to effects and preset, go to noise and grain and fractal noise. Here I will change some settings from fractal type basic to max, and then open the transform and check this uniform scaling and change this scale height to 2000, and then make sure your playhead is at the beginning and create a keyframe on evolution and offset turbulence, and move your playhead at the end of your timeline and change the evolution to 180 degrees, and then move your offset turbulence point here on the right side. So when we play this one, you already have animated your fractal noise. So I will go to composition again and create a new composition, and I will name it textured text. I will click OK, and I will go to project, drop down the fractal and the text, and I will highlight this fractal. I will go back to fractal, and I will click S on my keyboard and rescale it to about 40%, just about to fit the size of the text, because we will create a reflection basing on that fractal noise. So I will go to track matte. If you can see this, just toggle the switches in here like that and make this one alpha matte. So now it is already cut. I will go back to effects and preset and find stylize and CC glass. I will open the surface. I will change the bump map to text, and I will make this height 0 and the displacement is 10. And again, I will go to effects and preset and find distort and CC globalize. I will change the blobbiness to text and the cutaway 0, and the softness is 5. Then I will duplicate the text, enable the visibility, and put it at the back. So we are done with this. So I will go to composition again, create a new composition, and this time I will name it two-way strike, and I will click OK. Create a new solid. I will name it strike. Click OK. Go to effects and preset and generate advanced lightning. I will change the lightning type from direction to two-way strike, and I will open the core settings. I will change the core radius to 0.5, and I will open glow settings, make the glow opacity 0, and I will go to project file and drop down my textured text and my text. enable the visibility on the text. I will go back to my effects control here, highlight this strike layer and the advanced lighting, and then make your lightning just to cover the text. All I have to do is to go to effects and preset and channel, set matte. I will change the matte here from strike to my text, and the channel is already alpha, so I don't need to change it. So now, as you can see, the lightning are attached to the alpha of the text. So it's time for us to create a glow. Go to effects and preset, stylize and glow. I will make the glow threshold to 0, the radius 0, and the glow intensity, I think that's good enough. Highlight the glow and duplicate it. You can see there's a white here and a blue, so I will just make the glow intensity here on the 2 0. Then again, I will duplicate it, and I will make this glow radius to about 400. It's up to you guys what is your preferences, and I will increase the glow intensity to about probably 0.5. There you go. So it's nice to look at, right? Close this one so we can have more space to work into. And I think it's time for us to make an animation of our text and our lightning. So all I have to do is to highlight the strike, because I will animate first the lightning. Open the advanced lightning and change the coarse color. I want it darker blue instead of this light blue. I will change the glow radius here from 1 to 3. So after this one, it's time for us to animate it. So all we have to do is to click the origin and direction and make sure that your playhead is here, and I will just go about 20 frames. I will just move the point in here and then move this bit closer, and then move again my playhead to about here, and then move this point on this side. I will move this point here to the left upper portion of the text, and then I will move my playhead again randomly, and I will put this in here, and then I will move my playhead again for about 20 frames, and then I will move this one that side, and then I will move this probably on the upper portion. I will probably go to here and move again this on this side, and move my playhead again, and I will make it in here, and on the last one I will move it at the center. So after animating the strike layer, all we have to do is to highlight these two, the strike and the textured text, make it a 3D layer. Press P on your keyboard for the position, make a keyframe, and move to about 2 seconds or so, and then change this to negative 650. So when we play this one, the lightning effect follows to the lightning text that we have. To create a depth map, all we have to do is to duplicate this strike, put it at the bottom. So now when we play this one, it looks nicer. So we will close this one and go to the next. So guys, this is what we're gonna have to do next. When you see there's two colors on it, blue and orange. In my original video, it's just one color. But in here, it is so dynamic because I uses two colors. And this is what I'm gonna be teaching you now. I will go composition, create a new composition, and I will name it clouds. And I will click OK. And I will go to my asset and open the image folder and drop this down into my timeline. And then I will go to composition and I will create new composition and I will name it Omni. And I will click OK. And I will create a layer, solid layer, and I will name it light. And I will click OK. Go to effects and preset and find generate and advanced lightning. I will just enable this one so I can see the point in here, and I will change the lightning type from direction to omni and then drag it down at the center. I will drag this point down to scale it up, and I will make sure that the playhead is at the beginning of the timeline, and I will create a keyframe on the conductivity state, and I will move my playhead forward up to the end of my timeline and change this conductivity state to 12. I will open the core settings, press on my keyboard Alt and hold it to create an expression. I want to create an expression on the core radius and type wiggle. Open and close parenthesis. 8, comma 6. Close. And change the color to orange. Open the glow settings. Make the glow opacity 0. Go to effects and preset. Go to channel and add solid composite. Change the color black. Let's try to play this one. Let's see if we have an animation. Yep, we did. So duplicate this layer and move a bit, probably 10 frames. And then click U on your keyboard and change the conductivity state. And I will just move this keyframe forward. Maybe here. And go back to core settings. And I will change the color here to blue. So I will change this blending mode to add. So when we scrub our playhead, you see here, we created a two-color combination of lightning. So I will go to composition, create a new composition, and I will name it lightning cloud. And I will click OK. I will go to project display smoke. I will drop it down in here. Right click my mouse and enable time remapping. I will just adjust this layer up to the end of my timeline, including this keyframe. And then go back to my project and drop down the clouds and also drop down the omni. I will change the blending mode in the Omni to add, and I will also change the blending mode on the plain smoke to screen. Disable the clouds. I will highlight the Omni and go to effects and preset and find fast box blur, and I will change it to 50 blur radius, and I will go to effects and preset and I will find color correction and exposure. I will change this exposure to about 10.73. Go to effects and preset and go to channel and CC composite. Change this to add. I will again go to effects and preset and add fast box blur. And this time I will change the blur radius to about 167. And I will go to effects and preset and find color correction and add exposure. I will make the exposure 4.43. I would probably go back to exposure and change this to 1.07. I will go to effects and preset and add CC composite. I will change this in front to add, and I will go again to effects and preset and find fast box blur for the third time, and I will change this to 24. I will add a set matte. Go to channel and set matte. I will change the matte from Omni to clouds and change the alpha channel to luminance. Go to effects and preset and go to color correction and curves. I'll just boost the alpha down so it's darker, and then close. So now I will add another layer, an adjustment layer, and I will go to effects and preset and I will go color correction and curves. I will just create a contrast color on it, and you can add a glow in it if you want to. Go to stylize and glow and change the glow threshold to 100%. Let's try to play this one. Nice, eh? If you want to, you can change the color of the lightning, make it darker. And highlight this one and make it a bit darker. When we play this one again, there you go. So now we are done with our tutorial, and I hope guys that you learned from this. Apply this to your various projects, and for those subscribers that I have, thank you very much. And for those who are new to this channel, just smash the subscribe button and press the notification bell so that you will be the first one to see if I have a video uploaded in my YouTube channel. So my thoughts for today guys is that your mind has an endless creativity, All you have to do is explore those possibilities. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. God bless.